Fasting is us abstaining food so that we can gain spiritual access to God. We can gain spiritual access to the purposes of God, to the will of God, to the nature of God. There are promises that will not come to pass until we activate them through fasting and prayer. Hallelujah. Through fasting and prayer. One of the things that fasting does, and we keep on talking about that in Lightstand Church. Fasting, what it really does is that it disconnects you to the world. The reason why you need to accompany your prayer with fasting is because fasting will disconnect you from the world, and then prayer will connect you to God. Remember, fasting will disconnect you from the world, and prayer will connect you to God. So it does not make sense if you are fasting but not praying. It does not make sense if you are in the place of fasting. You are in a place of 3 days going in the presence of God, and you have not taken time to pray. You have not taken time to read the word. Why? Because you will have detached, but you will not be attaching yourself to God. It is only prayer that attaches you to God. It is only prayer. It's where you get a place of communion with God. It's in the place of prayer that you commune with God. So fasting is you cutting those cords that have connected you to the world, those unbeliefs, those sins that David says that Paul says that the sins that so easily besets you, the sins that David says that if I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not listen. That is the time these things get cut out of our lives. But once these things get cut out of our lives, we need to get connected to God through prayer. Hallelujah. Get an example. A man that we were watching some things in YouTube this week, and it was about this guy who he chained himself with those cufflinks, those things that they are called those things that handcuffs that the police uses. He chains himself with a handcuff, and then this hand is chained to a heavy truck. This other side is chained to an heavy truck. The hand is on the back like this. So his work is to unchain and to break the cuffs before those trucks get to the breaking point. Because if the trucks get to the breaking point, this side, and this guy has not unlocked the cuffs, he will not be able to free the rope that is holding this side. So it means that he will be cut into two. That is what, when you're praying and when you're fasting, that is what it does. You uncuff yourself. You uncuff yourself from the things that are tying you, from the things that are tying you to break you, things that are going to cut you asunder. There are things in your life that you really need to uncuff. When you are fasting, you are uncuffing. When you are fasting, you are freeing yourself and allowing yourself an opportunity for God to use you.